for part 2. Okay, so we find ourselves, or you find yourselves, I should say, traveling along the Underhive, heading towards the pumps. The sump pits, I should say, the sump pits. Now, as you are traveling, being led by Dolby, the guide, he takes various passageways, straying away from certain individuals. There's a couple of groups you see. There's a couple of communities of individuals that he clearly steers away from. And as you're going by one said community of about roughly a few dozen, you hear a bit of a scream, then a bang, bang, as commotion goes on, and you hear Dolby go, "Oh, those poor bastards. Gonna probably be used as food."
Well, aren't they aggressors?
They keep to themselves, but they like the taste of, well, nostalgia.
My hand goes to my gun. There are murderous cannibals in Underhive.
For the most part, yes. Most people turn a blind eye because they take care of a couple of sections with electrical nodes. They're fairly well expertised with that. So we stay out of their way, unless some unfortunate fools head in that direction, but that's their fault.
Well, team,
What up?
I kind of want to go shoot some cannibals.
I don't usually make any progress in any fights, so it certainly doesn't matter to me.
They are utilizing resources efficiently. I see no problem with this.
I wanna shoot somebody.
Jacob agrees with me. Let's move on.
So
we have two yeses, a no, and an I don't care. Essentially.
yeah, so it's kind of tied right now.
No,
Well, the fact
I
that
don't
it's
care
like 3
is split. I don't care is half to both sides.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 1.5 against 2.5.
Well, you only agree because you want to shoot something, which is not really an agreement.
No, I agree. Let's go shoot something. Bees are back.
There's
I'm thinking back into my course of Royal training of whether cannibalism falls under mutants.
no. They're just surviving.
But there's so much food down here.
Oh, not a lot of people like the taste of the algae.
They just don't like the taste of it?
No. I think they're, the father of the family had an allergic reaction, and I believe, what was it, his head exploded, but ever since then, the entire family has gone towards, well, flesh.
Well, how many are there?
I don't really keep track of them. They just go when something needs to be repaired electrical-wise, but last I heard, there was a couple dozen.
Well, I'm going to mark down the location so that a purge squad can come down here later.
Okay, I'd rather not tangle with them.
That's more of an aside. I'm going to note down the location and tell Barris. Purge squad later.
If you insist,
I do.
then it shall be.
Okay. As you're traveling, you're going through another hallway that's a bit leaking some water through the side wall. And when you've been traveling, you believe you're actually maybe one of the side walls of the entire hive itself down here, or a section that might be succumbed to water, because Dolby goes, "Oh, that wasn't there before. Sorry, let's go this way quick." as he kind of rushes across this pool of water up to about his ankle. This bit of a long hallway. He goes, come on.
Some action.
I think we just kind of follow him.
Keep a close eye on the side passages.
All right. I want everyone, real quick, to go ahead and give me, if you so please, a athletics roll.
Athletics? Ugh.
I'm glad I put points into that last time.
That's why I win UGG. I don't have points in athletics, and I have a 1 strength.
The Omniscience did not bless me with track and field
How do you
skills.
roll it too?
Only the ability to deliver his wrath to anyone in the world.
The 2 non-athletic people rolled the same number.
Just flexing on my athletics here. Yeah. Look at me.
All right. Yeah, Sebastian's
With
like
my 2.
monkey grips across the entire place. He's fine. Unfortunately, all of you failed the rest of it. So,
Can I shift one of mine to aid one of them?
looking for 3
don't know how much
successes.
it
So,
Yeah, 4
let's
total.
see. Yeah. No, 4. No, you won't be able to.
Okay.
Mm.
All right.
So
So,
it's literally impossible for me to succeed.
I mean, Jag, you can roll Wrath to re-roll your
well,
failures.
you can use glory to add dice to your pool.
Wrath is better because you re-roll. It sounds like you need 4,
Yeah, I don't...
which will not help you.
Yeah. So Ren and Barris would lead to burn through some glory, or Jag can use a wrath to re-roll because he roll just 1
Yeah, 2
epic
successes.
success. All right.
Jag's burning his wrath. Roll those 4. That's better.
Yeah, you succeeded. All right. So
Yeah.
now, Ren and Barris, would you like to use some glory, or would you like to proceed with the results?
Well, why are we rolling the athletics? Is there a reason we know, or?
As you all are traversing across, just the way we can play this out with the rolls is we have Dolby going ahead, crossing this kind of hall with water, and then Sebastian, and then Jag, leaving Barris and Ren in the back. When all of a sudden, you hear a crack in the wall, and a panel falls down and shoots arcs of electricity, which actually might not affect Barris, all through the water.
He's weak to electricity.
Ah,
Pikachu, go after the sprinkler. Oh.
So what's going to happen here
so-
is if you get 3 successes, you get out of it in time. If you fail, you have to go against a toughness roll or take some damage.
oh, toughness? I'm better at that.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at those.
I'm not very athletic, but I am a very durable boy.
I'm a robot. I'll do it.
All right. So, is anyone going to re-roll for getting out of this, or you want to go against toughness?
It's good against toughness.
What about you, Barris?
Yeah, I'll just take the tasing.
All right. So, right when the panel hits the water and electricity goes through it, Sebastian and Jag, you kind of turn around to see them kind of get lit up. So right now is both Barris and Ren. Give me toughness rolls, please.
Sure.
Damn. Just straight toughness, not soak.
Nope, toughness.
I'm gonna
Right.
burn a wrath on that.
Yeah, Ren, that's a failure.
I'm just
Is that a
gonna
succeed?
burn the thing.
That's also a failure.
Oh.
Ooh, Andy, give me a ruin.
Wrath it is.
I succeeded. I got 4 successes.
We're looking for
wait,
4
can I-
successes. All right, Ren, you're good. We're looking for 4
Oh, wait,
successes.
4 successes?
Yeah.
Can I even re-roll the wrath die?
I don't know if you can. Well, you'd have to get a 6 to even succeed.
Remember, we have free glory. You can use glory to add dice to your pool.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Or you're going to get
I
hit
just
by a
might be worth
bit of
it.
damage.
It might be worthwhile to blow. How much glory do we have, Sebastian?
3?
That is correct.
Yeah, let's do that then. Come on. Yeah! We're good.
All right. So you would have taken 10 plus 1 dice and damage. So luckily,
Jesus.
you immediately like ground yourselves, or you kind of get pulled out of the water by Jack Sebastian real quick, before it fries everything in the water.
Well,
Dolby's, oh, that was close.
The assistance is appreciated, Inquisitorial Acolyte.
He went silent.
oh, sorry, I'm muted. There we go. How are you doing? Am I still muted?
No,
No,
we can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I have 2 mutes.
Ah, all right.
Okay.
no one man should have all that power.
As you traverse ever more towards the sun pits, you realize you are also getting closer to one of the rail network junctions due to the noise and the vibrations that rumble through the area. Eventually, you reach an area, and Dolby goes, "Oh, there you go. This is the sun pits. I'm gonna go back now."
Hey, hold up. What can you tell us about this place?
My telepathy is still active, by the way.
Okay. He is literally just kind of freaking out about almost dying to that, what do we call it? That little room, and he's afraid because he has to actually go through the area where the cannibals now reside. So he's kind of just fearing for that, but at the same time, he knows that people that come down here tend to not come back. So he's kind of worried about that also.
He's fearing for his life, essentially.
All our lives are coined for the Emperor to spend. We need to know more.
They're just a couple of abandoned algae silos down here. They used to be used for storage, but I don't think they are anymore. They moved them up towards where the wolffish are being held now.
Okay. He doesn't seem to know much, so I guess we'll let him go.
Emperor be with you. As he kind of rushes off, and he's kind of thinking about being eaten alive.
This is double Mikey working that. Parch, parch, parch.
How pleasant. Can I feel any other, besides my party members and him, can I feel any other minds out within my radius, which I think is 100 meters? Yes, 100 meters?
Yes.
Mm.
You can feel actually quite a few.
Oh no.
So, as you ponder this, let me go ahead and continue a little bit. As you move forward a little bit, once again, you're hit by the vibration of one of the rail networks going through or around this area. And as you kind of go a couple kind of corridors and open hallways, you kind of come across at first silos that have rusted holes in the middle of them. The side, you see into them, there's nothing there, just kind of dust and dirt. A couple of them used for living spaces that seem to be empty now. But then you come across one silo that has fallen on its side and has been repurposed as some sort of building with makeshift doors and windows that have been welded onto the frame of this fallen silo. It's on its side now. And you can see from your vantage point, there are guards that are standing out front of the doors, and they're kind of watching around the area. Then you see, as you're watching this, and this is kind of, you pick up this life entities you pick up. you see a group of ragged locals that kind of come up from a side corridor and are given entry into this structure, this fallen silo.
What's their deal? Like, if I just
Very, very
listen
different.
to their thoughts.
Go ahead and give me a roll.
What roll?
Telepathy, right?
I have to roll to activate it, and then I have to roll every time 10 minutes passes to maintain the power, or to just flat out reactivate it.
But do you have to reroll to do it to another person, or is it just up? What's
No.
up?
I can just connect to somebody's mind and can just listen in if I want. Basically, I make a telepathic link with them, and I can talk to them in their head, or it says that I can choose not to talk, and if they suspect something, they get the chance to make an awareness roll to catch me.
Okay.
But I haven't done anything yet to give myself away, so...
So just activating the power doesn't require any roll then?
Activating the power does. Connecting to someone does. Once the power is active, does not. It's sort of like I put it out into a radar, and then when I actually connect to somebody, yeah, it doesn't force me to do anything when I connect. The trade-off is the fact that every 10 minutes I have to either reactivate the power or I have to make a shock test and to maintain the power and take a D3 shock.
Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to look it up, but for the time being, I'm going to go with it. Alright, so the thing you're picking up is... So looking for the general emotion of the people, or the general feelings.
Mm-hmm. Just like what they're thinking about currently and how they're feeling.
Alright. They are a sense. You're picking up two. That of apprehension and pride. As well, okay, more than two. As well as anger and happiness.
That is quite a smorgasbord of emotions.
But as it is, one that does stand out, one that everyone has, is that an emotion of jealousy.
Any faces or names?
Yeah, looking at telepathy, it's like listening in rather than just emotion.
Okay.
Mm.
It's like it is the word eavesdropping.
Mm-hmm. That's why I was asking more surface thoughts.
Okay. The emotion is picking up from one individual coming in. He goes, I want more. I want more. Not this damn life I have. We deserve to be up top, not the damn people up there, not the governor. Garrett will save us all. Garrett will bring us to the top. Garrett will show us the way. It's all about Garrett. It's all about Garrett showing them a better life. Because they hate the current life. Garrett promises happiness and wealth and power.
Right.
Yeah, they all fondly say Garrett is a good man. Garrett is better than the damned Emperor.
Alright, and since I'm only just picking them up, that means that they're exactly 100 meters away, which means that they probably can't hear me if I poke Sebastian and kind of tell him all of that.
Sounds like a cult.
This sounds like any cult I've ever heard of.
Yeah. You see, as they get to the doorway, the two guards on the front of the doorway, there's more guards kind of walking around and looking around the area. You're well enough hidden in the back there, you're not really being spotted at all in your current situation. But they do actually look at all of the people entering into this this cultist place, as you now termed. So a quick observation shows there's a couple options you can do. You can do a direct entry and go with that. You can try to sneak in stealthily, or you can try to gain entrance in a subtler way, in a subtle way. The question is to the four of you: how, if you wish to proceed, do you wish to proceed? And in what nature? How?
Has the information been spread to the rest of the group that there's like a
Yes,
horrible traitor cult in there?
Yeah, I gave it to Sebastian at least. because,
While she listens in, heretical cult led by a number of Garrett, guards at the door and patrolling. The plebs are going inside. They have been checked by guards. It's a big building, though, isn't it? That's what you said. It's one of these silos.
Yeah, I've fallen over.
So I'm assuming it's a big building.
I'd say the silo is more of a longest nature than it is like in width. So it's fairly long, elongated. But it's think of it as a large, elongated church. That might be a way to put it.
So we could try and sneak and find a way in, or we could perhaps disguise ourselves as followers or as guards.
Acolyte, if I may give my personal advice.
Is it murder?
No.
Okay. Please.
By legal definition,
Oh my God.
slaughtering everyone in that building would not be murder, as it would be justified both as representatives of the Emperor and as loyal citizens.
I wholly agree, but we need more information.
However, slaughtering the heretic.
Yes. All about that. But
Later?
we need to know who this Garrett is and ensure he does not get away.
I see.
Now, we only have the single grenade. Still concerned about whether that is at the moment, but we have one grenade.
Oh, you don't need to be talking in it.
I am deeply concerned.
I suppose I shall adopt a disguise.
Is it, so the plebs, I'm going to call them. They're all pretty. What do they look like?
They seem to be a mix of just the random people we've seen in the Underhive so far. So as long as you can dress the way, talk the way, but if there's any kind of phrase, anything you need to say at the door, maybe like a secret code word that you don't know. But for appearance-wise, you all seem to be just Underhivers.
So some kind of perhaps deception skill.
Yes, would definitely be used here.
So Barris, with your -17 deception.
I can tell spectacular lies.
You would convince a chessboard, I'm sure.
It is not my fault no one believes them.
So perhaps not front door for you.
I also.
However, I am adept at breaching tactics.
I'm also not great at that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Jack is super
Ren kind of
sneaky.
stands out with her no eyes. So.
Yeah, I stand out. I can't tell very good lies, and I'm not particularly stealthy.
Good. Jack is super stealthy, isn't he?
Yes.
So
Sure.
I'm thinking, yeah, perhaps we have Jag sneak around, try and find the way in sneaky like. I try and get through the front door, and then Barris and Ren stand in reserve as a breaching party. Thoughts?
I am adept at breaching tactics.
Yeah, I can. Find a way in.
Because you're not very, well, personable. You are very good at your job.
My job is the good thing.
He's sneaky in this case.
It plays the thing.
I keep getting. See, it looks like you tried to show an image, but it just threw an error message for me.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys see the image?
Nope.
So I brought it now.
Oh, okay.
I see a
Yeah,
line.
every time a new window comes up, I get a little error message from.
I'll figure it out.
Fancy
Just go ahead and
dress.
drag that to the bottom of the screen. Just hide it for right now.
Yeah, I closed
See
it,
a
but
blank page.
he's drawing our map for us.
I see.
Just give you an idea of what we're looking at. So this could be like the silo that's fallen over. And we have the door here. Okay, the door's really damn big, but you get the idea. Then we have more junk and refuse. We have another silo, it's kind of maybe right here. A couple more silos, right here. Then more of a kind of walkway and building structures, whatnot.
Get worried when he draws maps.
My lovely drawing skills. So we could put all of you. Alright, let's see.
And so, I guess while you're doing that, I'll tell you what telepathy does, since we have this every time, trying to figure out what it does. Psyker reaches out with their mind to link with another and communicate with nothing but thoughts. The Psyker need not have line of sight, and no obstacles, save for those designed specifically for warding off psychic intrusion, can prevent this communication. Furthermore, they need not know that any targets are in range at all, and may simply use telepathy to contact the nearest target. Once they activate the power, communication continues until either the Psyker or the target chooses to break it off. If the Psyker wishes to maintain the link, such communication can only be terminated via a successful willpower DN3 test by the target. This manner, the Psyker will take 1d3 shock. If they wish, the Psyker may use telepathy to eavesdrop on a target instead of communicating, but they may still choose to speak at any time using the link. If they choose to use telepathy in this way, the target may still become aware of the Psyker's presence, and that something is amiss with a successful awareness test, DN equal to the Psyker's total psychic test. So whatever I roll to activate the power. If the target becomes aware of the communication, they can choose to use the link themselves or attempt to terminate it as above. Telepathy only reads active surface thoughts, and so cannot pry into another's secrets unless the target is actively thinking about them at the time. If they choose to use the telepathy to communicate with more than one target, they act as a communication hub, and all targets can hear one another through them. Using telepathy in this way taxes the Psyker mentally, so they suffer one shock. Oh, I'm wrong. It suffers one shock for every 20 minutes if they sustain the power. This requires a test to sustain. They may not recover shock while sustaining the power. So the only checks I have to make are for maintaining the power every 20 minutes and for activating it.
Okay.
Okay. So our plan is, looking at this map, there's the 3 silos, and is that thing at the very top is the wall?
Yeah. So the silo itself is actually separated from everything else, so you can go all the way around it if you so wish. So you're open to move all the way around it to do any type of investigation if you so want.
Where did that person come from?
Oh, look to the bottom right. If you hold down the middle mouse button, or if you click on the little star on the bottom right of the map, you can actually drag around to see the full size.
I'm not seeing that.
Let's see.
So I resized to the original size.
Or zoom all the way out and scroll to the top of the image.
I am.
I am.
So this is what I'm seeing.
Maybe that's a bug here.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I right-clicked, hit original size. That should be the full drawing.
Let's see. Click the maximize button. See if that changes it. The up arrow.
I get a script crash console error.
Okay. Here, I'll put it this way. Since something is being goofy, this is currently what it actually is supposed to look like. So if I look
Oh,
at...
wow, yeah.
Yeah, we're not seeing anything like that.
So if I resize to what you guys are seeing, let's do this.
If it helps, Windows Shift S gives you a quick screenshot. Minecraft.
What?
Aragorn 195 is playing Minecraft.
No, I just had it load up because the mod takes about a year and a half to load up. So I don't close it down when it first up.
Can you see it now?
Yes! Whoa, I'm large.
Oh my.
It's only a small part of the map, so I'm going to go with this.
Very big.
So I have it all kind of like right here. Obviously, this is not to scale, but use this general position of what you want to do. And we have the doorway right there.
I accidentally closed the thing.
I hate you.
You're doomed.
I'm sorry. Oh god, error.
Ah! Oh wow, I can actually zoom out now.
Son of a bitch.
I don't have it.
Oh.
I can now zoom to the entire thing.
The hell? Great.
I just want to point out there's a smiley face in the middle.
Yep.
Damn
Look
it!
how happy he is. Look at how happy he is.
Silas.
Happy face, happy face, happy face,
hey.
happy face.
Hey Hursk. You're gonna hate me, but I accidentally closed it again.
I'm gonna rage quit this damn thing. Alright, so here's how you open up images. Right side of the screen, there should be a button that says images. Click on that.
Oh yeah, there is.
Oh, look at that.
Oh hey.
Oh, what is this?
How do I make it big?
Oh no, I did something terribly wrong.
Oh, good grief, people.
Oh, so many scripting errors.
Yeah, me too.
Oh wow, oops. I just crashed Fantasy Grounds when I tried to maximize an image.
I think I did the same thing. I've
Crap.
not managed to crash yet.
Yeah, how did you delete all the
Scheduling
exception
issues
ahead?
couldn't kill this game, but by God, one battle map can.
Why am I being moved? Stop.
Wait, how do I move myself?
Grounds again.
Is that where I'm supposed to be, Hursk?
No, not at all.
Stop. Stop. Somebody keeps
How do
moving me.
Duh.
Is there a
Guys.
free rotation tool?
No, it's paid.
I hate you so much. What? Why is there a line coming off my character?
Because I locked the tokens because I'm moving things
What?
around.
What is happening?
Okay, I'm
Why
trying to
am I
reconnect.
drawing a line off of my token?
Hadouken.
Holy hell! Okay, we're getting rid of that map.
No one can
I
have
think
any
we got
fun.
our battle map privileges revoked.
Yeah. I think we did too. I didn't even do anything. I was just kind of tilting my token back and forth.
There you go. That's now the map.
It's blank.
This is no map.
Oh, look at all these combat effects. Where the hell did this come from?
Oh, hey.
This is handy.
What is?
You've been hiding things from us.
What are you talking about?
I have a handy little spinning wrath and glory combat effects.
There's all these handouts.
Yeah.
So under images,
I moved the image away, so you can't look at it no more.
Okay.
Apparently, we lost
You have
our
lost
right
privileges.
to look at the battle map.
We have lost our battle map privileges, guys. Are you happy with yourselves?
Never.
Okay,
Also,
I only did a lot of things.
My game crashed. It wasn't my fault. So, we sneak around back. We'll sneak back around back. No, we're good. Jake sneaks around back. You two are terrible at everything that doesn't involve your very, very specific skill sets. I try and get in through the front. If things go terribly wrong, Ren, he listens in on my head, or whoever's head that manages to get inside, and we go from there.
Okay, so
wait,
we'll go with the sneaking first. Who's going near the silo?
Mr. Jeg, I believe.
Jeg, roll
I'll
me.
set up a hub.
Roll me. Okay, so you all listen to each other. All right, so Ren, go ahead and do that. Jeg, go ahead and roll me your stealth.
Okay, so psychic mastery, willpower, everything is. Wait, I don't think I activate it. Nope, doesn't activate, so I have to try again. I don't fuck up, but I have to try again.
Ooh,
Hey.
gain of glory.
Took 2 tries.
And Jag looks like I got 4 successes to sneak. Both of them epic.
Okay. Jeg, you, with your plasma gun at your side, you sneak up to the silo where you start to hear a noise. People, or actually an individual, is now talking in a large, booming voice. But first off, as you're next to Silo, go ahead and give me an awareness roll now, Jeg.
Well, Jag, let's talk about that wrath.
I got none left.
Alright.
Well.
We are looking for 4 successes to find a doorway or a way to gain entrance to the silo for the entire group.
And can I use a glory?
Yeah.
We have 3, so go for it.
How do I do that?
I spent it, so you can just roll another
You
one.
roll another die.
Well, so no,
You also can use Wrath to re-roll all the fails.
he has no wrath left.
Yeah, he also has
Oh,
wrath.
he has no one left?
That's why you use those objectives.
So, Jeg, you found a window, but next to the window, out of arm's reach, are a couple of, well, individuals. They're carrying some heavy weaponry. One's carrying a heavy stubber over his shoulder. Another one has what seems to be a las gun. But you being so close, you start to hear coming from inside. Welcome to you all, those who are already enlightened, and to those who are new and wish to be enlightened. All are welcome here. I am Garrett. Without enlightenment, you would have been born, worked to the bone, and died here with no knowledge of anything different. This would have been your entire life, your entire existence, because you knew of no other life that there could be. There is another way. There is another life. And I am here to tell you of that life, to show it to you, and to let you feel it. So as that goes on, you all can hear this because you're being linked by Ren. What do you do?
Well, I'm guessing that the speech has started. I can no longer sneak in through the front.
Guards still watching the front, though. Guards are paying attention to anyone that might be coming near.
Right, I was going to disguise myself, but I'm guessing that's no longer an option.
No, there's still some people are moving in.
Sure, what the hell? While he's snuck off, can I get like some the rags or some refuse from around here and kind of wrap myself up and...
Yeah, but you can even say there's one guy who's in a hurry to come. He feels like he's late. He's kind of rushing. He's running like he's gonna run right by your group. You can just quickly just snag him.
Okay, we'll do that. I don't know, just choke him out and give him to... Not give him to Barris. I know what happened last time. Put on the robes. Barris, would you hold my flame pistol?
It would be my honor.
And I'll tuck my other pistol like in the back of my belt so it can't be seen.
Yes, your bolt pistol just tucked into the back of your pants.
I have a big dick. It's a big belt.
What?
Is that a bolt pistol in your pants? Or you just happy to see?
As you sneak up front, go ahead and you see the guard, and he kind of looks at you. And
I got some like mud on my face or some... I've done this before.
Give me a deception roll, please.
Okay. I'm frightened. Well, that's a 3. I'm gonna spend a wrath.
Okay, you're gonna need... We're looking at a difficulty number 5 here to pass.
Oh boy. I don't know what I just did there. So 3. I spend wrath.
Yep, go ahead and roll.
So 1, 2, 3, 4 rerolls. Hey.
Well, that'll definitely do it. He goes, "It's already started. Hurry up, hurry up." He kind of pushes you through. As you go inside, you can see kind of the cap of Jeg's head in the back. You see there are 2 individuals, kind of guards, in front of Jeg in the doorway, but out of arm's reach. You go through a couple of small hallways, and you see sitting there are a group of people sitting in what seemed to be kind of like a church aisle, and at the end is a slim man, and he is a complete contrast from everyone that's around him. Where they wear dirty rags, he wears a lilac-colored silk shirt. Where their hair is matted and dull, his is shiny with wavy blonde. And where they're huddled and desperate, he is smiling and open.
I mentally describe him in my head so that they can hear what he looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
And then-
fucking Slanesh.
Then they can now hear... You hear him because you're next to him, but they hear from you and what's going on. Your world is rags for clothes and slop for food. You think this is all there is because you don't know of an alternative. You don't know that things can be different, that things should be different. Only by following my lead will you make it different. For this is not just how the world is. No. Your world is like this because others have made it so. A ruling elite that lives high above us, sucking everything towards themselves, taking what the God Emperor fought for us all to have, and keeping it for themselves. They deny you food. They deny you clothing. They deny you your future, and they deny you happiness. As you see, some attendants are starting to actually give out items for the congregation to pass around. Now I know is Barris and Ren. What are you two doing?
Barris is 100% He's like right around a corner from where the guards can see at the front? Because that seems like the best way to get in so far, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's just standing, like, right as close as possible without them seeing.
Alright, I want you to give me a stealth roll, please.
Okay.
I guess I'm probably a little bit further back, but kind of the same idea.
So then, Brandon, you give me a stealth roll also, please.
Sure.
Whew.
Barrister, good. Ren, it's not gonna be good enough. You gotta either use a wrath or burn some glory, or you're gonna get spotted.
I'll just burn a glory.
Okay.
Oh, hey!
Alright, fantastic. So y'all get actually to the edge of the building. Actually, Ren and now Barris both can give me a awareness roll.
Okay. What kind of a range am I looking at, by the way?
For what?
Like, how close am I to the door guard?
You're a bit further behind the door guard. But to you actually, as you're heading around, you actually find a bit of a break in the side of the wall you can fit through, and there's no one around it. You can actually sneak into the building if you so wish.
Ah, fantastic. Does it seem to connect to where the big gathering is?
It is a bit of... It seemed to be... Once the cellar fell, and Randy can follow inside. Once the cellar fell, they actually built rooms into this. You're actually going into a room, but inside the room, I don't know where it goes.
Okay.
Sure.
Alright, we'll continue to the little speech by Garrett. So, these are examples of what you have been denied, of what you can claim back. The soft shirt is the clothing they wear. The bottled scent is the air they breathe. And this, as only actually you, Sebastian, can see this, he holds up a bunch of vibrant, succulent purple grapes. Is the sweet food they eat. You see the items that are being passed around are the ones taken from the murder scenes, such as the Sarita's seraphim lamp, the purple silk shirt, the exotic rug. The items being marveled at by the congregation, pawed over and touched, and essentially rubbed against skin. Some are even brought to tears, experience sensations for the first time that they have never even knew existed. The elite of Upper Hive will no longer hoard to themselves these pleasures. All are worthy of them. You deserve to indulge in such pleasure and happiness too, and I am here to help you achieve that. He brings onto the stage a large oily work bag, most likely the bag that caused the stains you found around the murder sites. There is a doom coming, a great leveling. I have dreamt of it night after night. I have seen the hive itself split and the top spire fall into the ocean below. I have taken this as a prophecy, and on your behalf, I have acted upon it. I tore down the head of state. As Garrett reaches into the bag and pulls out a severed head. Sebastian, you instantly recognize it from the countless statues and paintings adorning the buildings of the hive. It is the slack, lifeless face of Governor Veneratio. Curiously, it looks as if the top of his head has been opened and the brain removed.
Oh, wasn't he alive like 2 days ago?
Gene Stealers. It doesn't take that long to kill a person.
Oh, he's been dead for a little bit, the governor. Or actually, I can't honestly. I can't remember.
I don't know.
He was recently alive, but
I can't remember if he was dead or killed, or if he was ever killed before or after the first murder. I can't remember. I have to go through my notes.
Okay, I missed the first session, so I don't know if he was governor bad. Just don't know how recent it is. Yeah,
but this is actually the main reason why you're here, was to find what happened to the governor. So.
Oh, okay. Wow, I finally know what our mission objective was.
Yeah, I want to say he actually disappeared before or after the murders first start happening.
Okay. Well, we found him.
We will work together to even the score. You will go out and spread the word and recruit more to our cause, while I will go, this very moment, back to sever Aurelius' head. I will continue to topple this hive, one tyrant at a time, until we are ready to rise up as one and take back what is ours by right. And the crowd is whipped into a frenzy. Cheers. At which point Garrett turns to go ahead and leave. And I believe that is where we'll end today's game.
And Aurelius, was that the guy we talked to earlier, the guy who said to stop the investigation?
Yes.
Okay.
Right before showtime.
I'm gonna write. I wrote down. So the thing about potency on psychic tests, that was an absolutely monstrous psychic roll, and I might try to maintain this telepathy as long as I can, because to detect me now, if I try to eavesdrop, you have to beat an awareness test of DN8.
Well, that's a little hard.
So, I'm gonna try to maintain that.
Veneratio, as he said? Veneratio?
Yes, that was the. If I look right now, since we're ending right here.
And then the other thing with potency then as well, the potency on telepathy increases its range by a factor of 10. So the range is 100. I shifted 2 for potency. So, oh wait, I can shift another one. So it's I'm wrong. It is 100,000 meters that this works from right now.
So Garrett.
So we will always be able to communicate.
Sebastian, I take it that as soon as next session starts, it's killing time.
I do not want to start killing while I'm in the middle of a mob. Maybe I think we'll assume we'll follow him out back, and then gun from there.
That's fair.
Because maybe if I had my flame pistol, but
oh yeah, you with a flame pistol in a crowd would be horrific.
Yeah.
Yep.
So actually, something you might bear in mind is that if you pulled your bolt pistol and shot him, you might be able to hide in the crowd.
I mean, it's not going to be
big
subtle.
Crowd.
It's also a lot of people who can tear me limb from limb.
Yeah, but most likely when a bolt pistol goes off in a closed environment, everyone's just going to freak out.
As a fan of my life, I'm not going to risk it.
That's fair.
So he might not be a chaos cultist, but he is a heretic.
Okay, so real quick,
sure.
Veneratio actually disappeared about a month ago. So it was right before the murder started happening. The murder's been happening for about a month so far.
Well, is he a heretic, or is he just a criminal?
That's the question.
Is there a difference?
Yes.
Rebelling against imperial law is a crime against the Emperor's word himself. You need to get that fixed.
But yeah, so I'm gonna write that down.
Sounds good.
You're gonna have to, when we do next session, you're gonna have to let me know whenever I have to make the test for it every 20 minutes.
Okay.
How does shock recover, by the way?
Rest.
Mm-hmm.
Like how much?
I think it's an hour's downtime gives you a certain amount of rest.
Because that means I'm able to maintain this without going unconscious for 60 minutes.
You need a test to maintain it, but you automatically take shock every 20 minutes.
Yep. That's what I'm
rough.
saying. Yeah. You automatically take 1 shock for trying to maintain it. But that's the
but
thing, though.
You can't. I want to say you can't recover and take shock at the same time, though. So once you recover or once you rest, it's going to drop. So.
Well, yeah, you can't. That's what it says in the power is that you cannot regain shock that has been lost in this way until you drop the power.
Okay.
Yeah, so a regroup is... So, yes, we could rest and she could do it, but she doesn't get shocked back. But she could recover wounds.
Well,
she'd lose 3 shock from it, which would suck.
Let me look at the power more specifically. If it says shock lost in this way or shock in general.
It says you can't recover shock.
While sustaining this power, yeah, I would rather sustain this right now because this is a monstrous roll, and it would make it really, really easy for me to eavesdrop.
So a regroup is 1 hour of downtime. That allows you to recover all shock during a regroup and or can recover wounds with a successful Medicaid check. But only 1 test can be made per individual. A respite lasts 6 hours. Spend 1 to 2 hours performing light activities, such as reading, eating, talking, maintain equipment.
We would have had to...
You also gain a breath back, too.
Yeah, we would have had to do all this beforehand, but, like, for now... I guess in the future, but, like, for now, I'm going to try to maintain this as long as I can. I can maintain it for an hour until I would have to drop it. The other thing, though, as well, is that, like, if I want to keep a power going, besides doing that, like, the benefits of maintaining the power instead of just re-rolling entirely is that, you know, this is a monstrous check that's really hard to beat. So I want to maintain that instead of just re-rolling the power, you know? Because I can turn it off and then turn it back on and not take shock damage. But that means re-rolling to reactivate it. And so I would have a different test number.
Alright, so this guy is Prefect Aurelius, who he's going to kill next. He's the first guy you met. He's kind of the second in charge of the hive now. And Garrett, now, fortunately only Sebastian saw Garrett. But
I described him in my head out loud to my head.
Okay, so everyone can kind of get this.
I mean, fine clothes, blonde, well maintained. He'll stand out.
Looks a little bit like Sanguinius.
So the center guy is Garrett.
Which one? Okay.
What, really?
Yeah.
But I thought he was blonde.
No, pretend it's blonde hair. He's a discrepancy in the picture they showed.
Whoa.
Or it might have been a generalized.
Very fancy guy.
Yeah, but to pick, picture's hair is blonde. But that is thinking that's what Garrett looks like. But I guess he might have blonde hair, or maybe that's part of the actual helmet he's wearing.
Maybe
he put. Okay, we'll make it easy. He puts on a helmet that has that hair.
Okay.
What a fancy.
It looks like a helmet, not a mask. So.
Yeah.
Well, since he's like, he said he was wearing a silk shirt.
Yeah. So right now he looks like he belongs in Upper Hive. He looks like a noble right now.
Probably because he stole all the governor's clothing.
I need
or
to.
He actually is a noble.
I need to read deeper into psychic powers because I don't know. I assume anything that's duration sustained, I can only maintain 1 at a time. But then, like, what about things with instantaneous?
You can't sustain them.
Well, right, but I can't sustain. Can I have a sustained power active and then also do an instant power? Like, can I have a telepathy up and cast a smite?
Yes, but it increases the difficulty of all tests by 2 while it's sustained.
Is it?
Yep, page 348.
48.
Sustaining psychic powers. So every test you do while you're sustaining this, including all skills, is increased by 2. So yes, you can do multiple things sustained, but it's a cumulative.
Yep.
All right.
And if you take any source of damage, you make an immediate willpower test equal to the wounds and shock, and if you fail, all powers immediately end.
The wounds and shock?
So yeah, if you take damage, you combine the total wounds and shock you receive, and that's the willpower test you have to succeed, including the penalty that you have from sustaining.
Oof.
So yeah.
I've got a lot of willpower, but like...
You're not good at much right now.
I mean, it'll maybe be better later on. But, because right now, I've got 4 Psychic Mastery and 4 willpower.
It's not too bad. Plus, I mean, you do have some very, very useful abilities right now, too.
I mean, yeah, Telepathy, Phantom Grip, and Smite are pretty good. And like I said, I intend to... The moment that we get 3 more points, I intend to pick up Mind Probe.
Speaking of that, give me 1 second. I'm going to see how much experience to give.
Rosemary, if we do go full campaign with this, which I'm totally down for, now that I've had experience with some of this, is it okay if I switch my Ascension perk from Stay the Course to Psychic Awakening?
Of course.
Because I love the idea of Inquisitors with psychic powers.
You know what? I actually think this was a good session today. I'm going to give everyone 5 bonus points, or 5 build points.
Hey! Mind probe!
So everyone go to
I can
17
almost
experience.
get a bad talent.
So hey, I do get mind probe.
Yay. Nearly a bad talent.
Yeah, I think there's some good moments today. I'm ending this stream now. So I'm trying to end the stream right now.